Hello, if you are considering investing in gold, the question that you may be facing is, should you be buying gold itself or buying gold mining stocks? In the next few minutes, we will be comparing the performance of gold versus the overall stock market. Then we will be bringing you the top performing gold mining stocks of 2020 to help us answer that question. Without any further ado, let us go ahead and dive in. All right. So gold investing, that's a question that most investors they would consider, let's say, if they want to diversify their portfolio, not to put their money in just stocks overall, or purely when a tipping point happens to be that, hey, the stock market may have run too much, and then there maybe we need to get into some defensive type of investing. Gold is definitely, that's one defensive play that people will consider. So hence, should we buy gold or should we buy gold mining stock? The exposure, is it the same? So here we are showing you over than just 2020, and we can extend the period for over a longer period of time, the time of analysis rather over a longer period of time, comparing gold versus the overall stock market. So which that we are seeing in red is the relative performance of gold versus, let's say, SPX. So SPX has gone up 13%. That's red over the last year, the last 12 months. Gold has gone up about 21%. The gold on here, it's per ounce. So that's currently the price of gold is currently, as we make this video, about $1,843 per ounce of gold. If that's the price of gold today as we speak. We know, because we have done this comparison in the previous video where we were comparing different industries within the stock market. So the technology and a sector on here has outperformed the overall market by almost more than simple to double. So 41% on here. So gold happened to be midway between better than the overall market, if you will, over 2020, but not as good, half of the gain performance, if you will, of the Nasdaq on here represented in this teal color. So that gave us some type of perspective that gold has performed okay compared to the overall market, but there are definitely some sector, and Nasdaq, the technology company, being one that has performed better. Now let's just go ahead and take a look at specifically the performance of some gold mining stocks overall, because there's always these debates, and even eminent people have brought that up recently, just asking the question, okay, buying gold, investing in gold, should that be done by directly buying gold, or should our investor better off investing in gold mining stocks? So let's take a look on here, and the way for us to do that, as you know, FinViz is a great tool to do this quickly do and accurately do this type of analysis. So let's actually start from scratch from the get-go and show you how you will go about doing that on here. So as usual, we go to the group and then we select performance. By now, if this is the first time that you're seeing one of our videos, hey, maybe you could consider subscribing, right? at this specific time, that if you're into a content like this. So we will make we will share a video at this point exactly about that comparison, looking at the performance of the stock market over the last 10 years overall, and some nice education information there for investors. So this is how we will go about analyzing different sectors, the relative performance over whatever period of time we want. So if we just selected here performance year to date, or the full year, doesn't matter, we can definitely see which that we have talked about. The technology sector has been the best performing one. 42% it has gone up. So this is in concordance with which that we saw here. So this here, the chart here showing 41% or a gain in the Nasdaq overall. That's so the trading view information is no different from this one on here. Consumer cyclical, we will make a video on that as well, because there's some interesting gainers on there. The energy sector is something that has been lagging for the longest of time. So on here, where we will be finding gold as an industry, it's inside of the sector of basic material. So the basic material hasn't performed all that bad. 16% year to date, and for the year, the full last 12 months, 30%. But over the last let's say 6 months, it's up 30%. It's actually one of the best one. It will be in the top 3 because consumer cyclical will be 35% and so forth. So for us on here, we will go about selecting basic material. So when we select basic material, we're going to have all of the stock inside of basic material. We are used to that, right? But for us specifically, we want to go to the gold industry. So just as a side note on here, let's say sometimes some people are interested in other mining type of company. So for instance, let's say copper. There's this one that I want to bring to your attention on here. I mean, gold, copper, this is not quite the same thing, but here's FCX, for instance, Freeport McMoran. Look at the run that he has over since October, over the last 3 months. This is absolutely remarkable. So over the performance yesterday is 87%. That's a tiny stock that for us we trade here, actually even in option trading. So you could have bought it when it was, what's the current price on it? The current price of it is $24. This was trading below, for most parts of the year, below $10 or so. That's something on that. So for option traders who are watching this, I wanted to point out on that. But let's go back here on quickly and find the best performing gold mining stocks for 2020. And then the perennial question, are they a buy? Are those gold mining stock, are they a buy or a sell as we go into 2020? So on here, so I just selected in the industry on here, so I have a list of stock. As you know, from at this point, we can do different things. We can decide to say, okay, maybe not optionable, because let's say in this case we can trade option on them or not. But let's select maybe pricing, right? So let's say price, we want maybe something maybe above $10. There are only 40 of them, yeah, so it's not as a large list as usual. So maybe we go over $10. When we say over $10, we got 16 stocks. That's not bad. Actually, let's do something. Let's say all of them. Let's consider all 40 of them, and let's look at the performance, and then we will filter overall. So the performance over the last 12 months, this one is the worst performing, but Gold Resource Corporation. But if we just toggle on here and we look at all of them, the best performing gold mining stock for 2020 so far is New Gold at a price of $2.20. Okay, folks, so that's penny stock. You know how I feel about that. So typically I will go ahead and do a filtering on here and say, okay, let's go $7 at least, yeah. So the list goes from 40 to 24, and then we are revealed on here that, okay, over the last 12 months, the best performing stock on here for the best gold mining stock, that is, okay, it's DRD Gold Limited at the current price of $9.87. But you can see that actually, let's say October time frame, September time frame was trading at $14. So meaning that its performance was even better. So that tells you that if it's currently at $9 and it's up over 100%, that means it started relatively low. It started as a penny stock. I mean, we can go further and further refine this to really get, let's say, over $10. So now we have 16 stock. All of them, they will be the price ranges here from, let's say, the lowest one here is $11, I believe, all the way. Is it even? Yeah, US Gold Corporation, they're $11, all the way to Royal Gold, price at $109. But yeah, that's so. Which one has performed the best? So number one of the best gold mining stock in 2020 over $10. We have to say that these are over $10. So it's Caledonia Mining Corporation. So now the chart over the last 3 months is actually bearish, if you will, because it has gone from 20 to about $15. So has lost quite a bit recently, but its performance is still better than any other one. The second best performance year to date over the last 12 months this year, it's Eldorado Gold Corporation. So that's setting up there at breaking resistance above $14. The third one is Sibanye Stillwater Limited. So the current price is $14. The next one on there is a stock that we know well on here as a stock that we can trade option on. Obviously, if you trade gold mining stock, you can either trade them as leap calls, and definitely that's if you have a long-term range on there. So Wheaton, precious metal, it's something that for us we are familiar with. Look, actually, it has been it's bearish. The current setup is bearish at $41, but yet that shows that year not only year to date, over the last 12 months, performance, the yearly performance is plus 48%, but over the last quarter, right? Because that's what the chart here we have is showing from September to December. We're December the 12th today. So this is minus 23%. So overall, you can see that this is the thing. These best performing gold mining stocks in 2020 above $10, look at the performance. Yes, they have a great performance over the last year. Yeah. But look at them quarterly and monthly, what they are doing. So actually some opportunity could present themselves, because when you're looking at a chart like this one on here, Newmont Corporation, for instance, look at the support that it had above, let's say, 50. Currently trading, what's the current price? $58. Because the previous high over the last quarter, it's about $68 thereabout. So this will be an interesting one here to definitely consider. Obviously, I'm going through them one by one on here. Seabridge, same thing. So we could see here from a technical analysis perspective to say that, okay, a triple bottom. So some opportunities lie in gold. The barrel gold itself is trading at $22 and it's up for the year at 30%. Yet for the quarter is down minus 23%. That tells you how far back these gold mining stock they used to be. So for me, from a technical point of view on here on some of these, they are really at price that are attractive, that could make them actually eligible for buy, because most of them, if you look at the quarterly performance, it's bearish, but they are bullish. They are rather bullish for the entire year. So this here gives us an overview of what some of the best mining stock that have had to rally a great deal over the last 12 months, and then recently they have been not plummeting per se. I mean, it's stock down 24% in average here. This average here over the last quarter, yeah, it's definitely in the 20% thereabout. While the average over the year, we can quickly do in here will be at least 50% overall. So that presents an opportunity on there to consider going into them. So for me, as usual, you know, I will be, if I have to select, I will be going by some of the biggest price and all the technical setup. So Wheaton is definitely one on here that we are familiar with. Newmont Corporation will be another one. How about Royal Gold? Royal Gold is there are only two double digits on here. So Royal Gold is currently trading at 109, and for the quarter it's down, let's say minus 16%. There is another one that's trade triple digits on here. There are only those two. This will be Franco-Nevada Corporation, currently trading at $131. So for the year, up 34%, but for the quarter, down 10%. So, and from a technical point of view, the support has been about 125, currently trading at 131. All right. So hope you got some ideas if you're interested in investing in gold, either buying gold itself, currently priced at the price of gold today is, as we stated at the beginning of this discussion, it's $1,843 and if you rather go the route of buying some of the gold mining stocks, some of them actually present some great opportunity after a dip in the last 3 months, as we have seen on here. We hope you enjoy the content. If so, please subscribe, like, share, and we will continue to cater the content of this channel to your liking. Bye-bye.